Soon after taking the office, the US President Donald Trump made a big comment on Russia. Trump said that he's ready to meet his Russian counterparts Vladimir Putin anytime, but at the same time warned that he would likely impose sanctions on Russia if the latter does not come to the negotiations table on the issue of Ukraine. Trump said that he would impose high tariffs and sanctions on Russia if a deal is not reached soon to the end of the war in Ukraine, and added that these also could be applied to other participating countries.
You called for a ceasefire in Ukraine. If Vladimir Putin doesn't come to the table to negotiate with you, will you put additional sanctions on Russia?
Sounds likely.
And
Yeah.
do you think that the war should be frozen currently?
The war should have never started. If you had a competent president, which you didn't, the war wouldn't have happened. The war in Ukraine would have never happened if I were president. But that couldn't happen because the election was rigged.
Russia's embassy in Washington and mission to the United Nations in New York did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Trump's post did not identify the countries that he considered participants in the conflict. The Biden administration had already heaped heavy sanctions on thousands of entities in Russia's banking, defense, manufacturing, energy, technology, and other sectors since the conflict began in February 2022. On the other hand, Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelenskyy on Tuesday said US President Donald Trump has told him that he wanted the war to end, but wondered whether there was a clear vision as yet for exit from the war. Zelenskyy said he doesn't exactly know what is in Trump's mind and how he can end the war. Earlier this month, the US Treasury hits Russia's energy revenue with its hardest sanction yet, targeting oil and gas producers as well as 183 vessels that are part of the so-called dark fleet of tankers aimed at invading other Western trade crops. Trump has sought to use the threat of tariffs to achieve non-trade goals, including threatening Mexico, Canada, and China with duties to push them to stop illegal migration and the flow of the deadly opioid fentanyl into the United States. These three countries are the top US trading partners. But Russia is far down the list, with US imports from Russia falling to just $2.9 billion through the first 11 months of 2024 from $29.6 billion in 2021. The US stopped importing Russian oil after its invasion, but still imports some precious metal, including palladium used in automotive catalytic converters. As for other participants, the Biden administration had imposed sanctions against entities in China, North Korea, and Iran for aiding Russia's war effort. Trump's stance on Russia was certainly going to have big implications on their future.